Okay, hopefully. Let's see. There we go. Let's make sure this is working, and then we can get started here. Alright, chat works. Good. Alright, guys, I hope you can hear me well. Let me just check that for a second. I'm going to go into YouTube. You might hear a little bit of an audio loop while I check this. No, I think you can hear me fine, I hope. But, guys, I'm going to get a print started on the H2, so let's just start this model up. Alright. That's starting. I hope you like the new layout. I'm trying to broadcast XSplit to see how that is. And I hope that works out right. And I also have, like, right up here, right up over here in this corner, like, right over here, there's Streamlabs set up, so I'll show you what it looks like right here, right now. So, just give me 1 second to show you. But, this is what it looks like. So, if someone donates to me, which they can, it will go like this. And then if someone subscribes, it acts like that. And that's what I have there. YouTube live chat will be coming up here. There we go. So, hey, yeah, you can hear me good. Alright. So, I'm trying something new here. I'm broadcasting on my computer built, which is a terrible processor, a terrible graphics card. But it's working out fine. I'm going to wait for the print to start up on the H2 before we start printing, before we start with the show. Might be a little loud because I have the Mark II running right now, and that's not quiet. So, but I have no idea how much time is left in that print. But you can see the Mark II. I am printing the Pangolin, I think it's called. Pangolin. And Joel did a video on that, and yeah. So I also have Nightbot set up for our stream. I have the view of the 2 printers right here. You can see my hands. We have my face here. I am wearing my headphones so I can hear the sounds that come in here. And I also have the chat right up there, over here, for everything that comes up over here. I know my room back there is a little messy, but what can you do? And sorry about the lights. I can't figure those lights out right now. The sunlight, I can't find a way to block that, so I'm just having to deal with it. Yeah, but the box is like right up here, so. Sweet. A little cute. Just waiting for someone to come in the chat. If you guys are watching, just say everything sounds good to you. If the video feed's working right, and then we can get started. Well, there goes the H2. Please be printing right. I'm printing a little CMC rocket. Let's see what this is gonna happen. Alright, that's perfectly fine. Yay! Alright, there's your print. I just gotta watch for the temps. I'm working on a new slicing profile, and I switched out the machine to the roast stock arms because I was watching Jatman's stream yesterday, and I saw that the creator of the H2 had the roast stock arms on his machine, so I'm like, what am I doing wrong? Gotta put the roast stock arms, not the Orion arms, plus the roast stock arms give it a wider build volume, and yeah. But this is the hacker machine, which means I can hack it. It's not going to be covered by warranty then, but I could put longer extrusions, I could put longer extrusions on it, which I might do. I'm not positively sure if I will do it though. But I want to. I definitely want to, but I would need to get longer end stop wires too. Also by the longer extrusions and the longer belts. But it is pretty simple to do it. So, guys, if you are watching, as I said, come into the chat. I'm just here. I'm gonna tweet this out though. Do 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 boo. Do 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 do. Ooh, ads are beautiful. Give me a link. Share. There we go. Copy link. I'm gonna tweet this out. Tweeter, tweeter, tweeter. Go on the tweeter. Do 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 do. Wait. Okay. I tweeted it out. Do do do. Whoa. Okay. So I think it's time we get into our first topic here. Yeah, I know 2 o'clock and I'm yawning. What's wrong with me? H2 looks fine, holding that temperature well. Let's get started. Okay. So, the first thing I wanted to talk about is, I'm sorry if I pronounce this wrong, it's Protoparadigm, I think. I don't know how exactly to pronounce it, but I'm trying my best. I'm sorry if I fudged that up, guys. But, I've recently gotten their $5 filament, and we're going to talk about why that's $5 in just a few minutes. But I want to show you first the prints that I've been getting out of their filament, and preferably I like it, but we'll see. Test, 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 test. I can hear myself in these. Hi. So I just can't hear myself come back through there. But I don't need these headphones. Out. I don't need headphones. But, guys, actually I do need headphones so I can see. Because that's how I get the notifications for the stream. Give me 1 second. Headphones, 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 headphones. Headphones, headphones, headphones. There we go. Okay. Okay. Now I can definitely hear myself talking, and that's better. I can hear it, and it's going to be really loud when it comes in here, but who cares? Down. Hey, what you doing today? Let's see if I might go deaf if I get the Streamlabs notification in there. Streamlabs. Sorry if you can hear me typing, I can't help it. This keyboard's terrible. But I don't want to go deaf when the alert box comes on. Well, it's loud enough that I'll hear it, and isn't that the important part? But, yeah, Protoparadigm. I'm not sure if I said that right. Protoparadigm. I have no idea. But I have a few prints that I got out of it, and let's start off with this. So this is a Buddhacles. Buddha. So this is Barnacles' head attached to a Buddha body, and the model for this is garbage. So I ran it through, what is it called? NetFab. I ran it through NetFab to get a better look of it, and now I can actually see it better. But I'm just gonna move this mic like right here so I can hear myself. I don't think you guys care if there's a mic in the shot, do you? But, so this was the Barnacles body thing, and he looks perfect. I printed him on the Mark II. And the Mark II, excellent machine. If you have not seen my video, the Prusa i3 Mark II, I recommend checking it out. I did a time lapse of the assembly of my I can't talk. I did a time lapse of the assembly on my YouTube channel. You can check that out somewhere down there. There's also, guys, everything I'm talking about, there's links in the video description. So this is our little Budacles. Now, I really hate it. Companies should say whether or not the filament that you're getting is translucent. I'm not a fan of translucent. This is their, I think, sapphire blue. And it's translucent. I'm not a fan of translucent because if you look at this, you can see where the infill is. And this isn't exactly a model that you could print with no infill. You probably could, but I'm not going to try. But this Budacles is nice. The Mark II, still an amazing printer, did it perfectly. And there's none of the issues that I've been seeing on this that's been happening with the others. Like on the little pangolin that I'm printing right now, there's a little layer skip, and there also was a layer skip here, and that's what made this top layer come off. But I found the right temperature to print this out on my Mark II, and that is 195. It's PLA, so it prints a little bit colder than regular filament. Well, then, it prints cold like other PLAs. Let's just say that. But, yeah, I screwed up. The top layer is a little screwed up, but what are you going to do? That I can't help. But we have this right here. The coin, there was a little layer skip. I just tried to fix that, but that I couldn't help with. But this is my maker coin, and it's good. You can see with the sun, you can see the infill on the inside. But I also have Maker's Muse little coin. I printed this out quickly just to see. It's a small little thing. The Budacles took like 4 hours, and my maker coin took an hour and a half. This only took 20 minutes, so it was nice and quick. But I didn't just get the translucent blue. I also ordered their clay red, and this red I kind of like. It's like kind of bloody red. Ooh. Come on, camera. Give them a good view of that. Give them a good view. There you go. See, so that's good. But I'm going to tell you about why it's considered $5. Now, the $5 filament is considered $5 because you only get a 200 gram of the plastic, of the filament. Unlike normal spools, when I first ordered that, I'm like, $5 filament for a whole spool, you're not expecting anything good. Then I went discovering around their website, and I found their $22 spools of filament. So their $5 filament is technically 200 grams just spooled off of their regular filament. Their filament is definitely cheaper. It's about half the price of the Matter Hackers Pro PLA. For the same amount, it's about the same price as Maker Geeks. Maker Geeks is actually really good. The green fan shrouds, that's printed in Maker Geeks, and the green that I'm using right here on the Mark II, that is Maker Geeks. Maker Geeks just recently actually changed their spool. I'm not sure if that just comes with the 3D Geek box, but that's the new spool that I got it in, and it's in a Ziploc sealed bag. But let me show you the filament. I have it in my enclosed box here on the ground. Gotta be good, right? Okay, so this is the clay red. So it comes in this little thing, and I wouldn't recommend trying to print it like this, with it just unspooling like this. It's a printed spool holder. You can try and see the print that they did. Maybe you can see the printing. Come on, focus, baby. Focus! You can kind of see on the inside the printing part. But this is semi-used. I only printed this little guy here with this, so it hasn't been used that much. But what I did print is... So, this is what I did with the blue. So I printed a small little spool holder for it. This is a small little screw together spool holder, so it unscrews like this. And then you have the little filament roll right here. And then there's these two little threads. I printed this out in black not Matter Hackers, Maker Geeks. I keep making that mistake in my videos. Black. And you just take the little filament roll, you put that onto the male end, then you take the female end and you put them on top of each other and screw them together. Screw together. And then you just screw them together, and then you have your little spool. Little spool. Haha. Get it? Little spool, because it's a small spool. It's cute, though. It definitely works, and I'm happy with the Protoparadigm. I'm sorry. If I pronounce that wrong, don't blame me. Your name is very hard. If you guys want to correct me, just go down. Go down below. Go ahead, correct me like I care. Let me seal my box up. Let me seal my box up. Okay, H2 is printing good. We're maintaining a temp of 212. So I had to do a little, what's next? Our H2 update. Speaking of the H2, right now. So what I'm doing with the H2 is I've been having troubles with the fan, printing it right. So I took the fan. The sun is annoying me. Ooh, that works. So I took the fans and I printed these little fan shrouds with the Mark II, and I slid those over the fans. So before, I've been having issues with thermal runaway. I've been having issues with thermal runaway, and that just wasn't working right. Do I have that? Give me 1 second. Good. Damn it. Okay, so before I was having some issues with thermal runaway, and we tried to fix it, and it seems that when I was putting together the HE280, I may or may not have screwed up the whole PCB, and all the times that I've been undoing everything. But the thing with the fans is they don't blow directly onto the hot end. They blow 3 down, and when it's close to the bed, it kind of creates a cyclone effect, and that blows all of the air back up, back and forth in a convection current, and that was cooling down the hot end. It would blow onto the heater block, it would cool down the hot end, and then it would trigger thermal runaway. So, and then the fans weren't functioning right before, so JJ, being the nicest person ever, sent over new parts to add in. He sent over a new PCB, sent over a new, all of the heating, pretty much all of the technical part of the HE280, except for the wires that go to the board. But, yeah, JJ, awesome person. But then when I got it, it was printing fine, and then we got issues. We got something called Z-banding. And here's an example of Z-banding. You can see those lines. Come on, focus. There you go. You can see those lines in the model. That's called Z-banding. And that Z-banding was giving me crappy quality. And I did not want crappy quality out of this machine. So I went ahead and JJ said to check all of the belts and everything to make sure those were working right. I checked the belts and they were. I did a whole live stream taking apart the belts, putting the belts back on, taking apart the carriages, putting the carriages back on to find it still doing Z-banding. So I'm like, okay, so what could possibly be wrong? JJ said it might have been the slicer, but the slicer was working perfectly. And he said that it worked perfectly on his machine, so I'm like, okay, what in the world could possibly still be wrong? And I thought to myself, what about firmware? So I put the firmware on, I put the newest firmware on, and that firmware was working fine. I got great quality prints. And then it started degrading and degrading and degrading. And we ended up back to the Z banding. So I'm like, something's wrong with this firmware. So I went onto the GitHub where they keep the firmware, and I put back on the previous firmware that was released at the beginning, I think, of January. And that firmware works great. It gave me great prints like this. This little G-Create rocket. The peak, that's cooling issues. But, so, I couldn't get the cooling right then. And the fans were still cooling down the hot end with the whole cyclone effect and everything. So I'm like, screw it. I'm going to try this. So I printed last night some fan shrouds to go on it. And those worked perfectly fine. They worked perfectly fine. But now that I have those on, it's working fine. I figured out a way to get it to print properly. So until about layer 75, I have the fan running at 50%. So from layer 2 to layer 75, I have the fan running at 50%. That's where the H2 can handle a 213 degrees of a fan running at 50%, still being able to cool. It still cools fine. It's got 50% fan speed. Then it goes up to 75% at layer 75, and then at layer 100, if there is 100 layers, it goes up to 100%. By then, the fan is far enough away from the build plate that it decreases the cyclone effect and doesn't allow the hot end to be cooled so quickly, which works just so much better. And so far, it looks like that's working. I think we're still on the 50% fan speed. I'm not sure where it's. It does it at 15 millimeters, so we're still at 11.98. So once it hits 15, it's gonna. Once it hits 75, it's gonna start doing the 75% fan speed. But yeah, that's the update on the H2. The H2, with all of the being able to fix it, I finally figured it out. And what I want to do, I'm not sure if I should do this, but with the H2, I want to get the longer aluminum extrusions. Chapman did a live stream, and one of the people who was in that live stream got 5-foot-long aluminum extrusions, and his printer was able to print 3.5 feet tall, which is awesome. I want to get the larger aluminum extrusions so I could possibly do that. But, yeah. So, then I would need to get all new belts and all new end stops. Wiring, I would have to rewire all of those and rewire the end stops. It's a pain in the butt. Because they're not they're polarity sensitive, but they're exactly black and white wire. They're black and black wire, so if it doesn't work, you have to go in and everything. But I've been getting the machine to work perfectly. They recommended that I run the, what do you call it? The Delta Calibration Wizard thing that they have. And I ran that, and that's awesome. Then they said for me to run the Bowden tube through the wire whip, and I did that also yesterday, and those look perfect. The connector sits fully down, the Bowden tube's going in, the fan are still on, everything's running good with that little rocket. Okay, rocket looks good. But guys, that's the H2 update. I am planning on doing a review of that soon. I have some videos coming out this week that I already filmed. You are getting a review on Saturday. You can guess what printer that is. But, yeah. But I have to still film the Mark II update. I'm probably going to release that mid-March. Maybe end of March. I'm going to probably say, because I have videos all the way up until the 1st of March. So, I'll probably release it around the 18th of March. Around there. 18th of March seems like a good time to put out that review. Mark II update. So, I've been playing around with the Mark II, the Prusa i3 Mark II, and I'm gonna give a kind of mid-into review. And that printer prints outstanding. It's outstanding print quality. I'm completely pleased with it. Now, when I flashed the firmware, that was very simple. It didn't work on my MacBook Pro, so I just connected it to my Windows PC, my Windows computer here that I'm streaming on right now, and I just ran it through there instead. And I have to fix this chair. Ugh. I ran it through my Windows PC, and that works fine. I'm running Octopi on it, and Octopi, awesome stuff. Octopi is able to run the machine. It's great quality. And I want to experiment with more filaments. I want to try running some HIP, some PP, just PP through it. I want to get a hardened nozzle for it though. I definitely want to get a hardened nozzle. I have to find one. I need? There's two different kinds of hardened nozzle. There's hardened, and there's stainless steel. They said some non-abrasive kind. So would I need a hardened or just stainless steel? I think I could be fine with the stainless steel, but how would you replace the hardened? I can think of one. But yeah. So the only complaint that I have about the Mark II is I hate the spool holder. I printed a little bar that goes in between it. You can't see that, but can't see it on the live feed there. But I did print a little bar to go through the filament holder because a lot of my filament rolls are not like they're completely flat on the ends. A lot of my filament rolls are. A lot of my filament rolls are flat on one side and then it caves in on the inside to put a little bar through. It wouldn't work with their spool holder design where it meets the two edges. But I did figure out, I just printed the little bar. I found it on Thingiverse, I just threw it in there, printed it, took 2.5 hours, put it in the machine, everything works fine with the filament holder. But also, it's loud. If you can hear it. Hey, doggy. Doggy. Hey, doggy. But, yeah. So, the Mark II is kind of loud, if you can hear it. All you guys can hear is the H2. I guess the H2 doesn't resonate at a sound where they want it to. Where the sound on this microphone cannot catch the H2, so it can't catch the sound of the H2. I mean, the Mark II, it can catch the sound of the H2. You can hear the H2 running, but it can't get the Mark II. The Mark II is loud, though. I'll definitely say that. It's from the Y-axis, though. The X-axis is quite quiet. Z-axis is dead silent. But, yeah, it's the Y-axis that's the loudest part of the machine. Oh! Why am I tired? I don't know why I'm tired. It's 2:30. But, guys. Why is nobody in my chat? Why is nobody in my chat? Come on. Someone join me in the chat. Join me. Join me, chatters. Is our stream health good? What do you know? Our peak was 1. This is so terrible. But. Hey, doggy. 3D printer people need pets. It's a true fact. Hi, doggy. Doggy. Alright. I think it might have turned it on. I don't know. What are you doing, doggy? Doggy. Okay. But, oh, we haven't dropped any frames. Awesome! Good. This should be giving you a 720p stream. I hope. I hope. I hope. Not sure if it does, but what do you know? But guys. Yeah. So the Mark II, I love that PEI. Wow. I love that PEI sheet on it. The PEI sheet sticks to almost everything. My basement is so cold though that it makes some of the prints pop off, which gets annoying. Ugh, stupid sun. Sun is setting. I have to keep moving this desk. But Mark II, love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. I love the Mark II. Just saying, guys. Just saying. I love it. I love it. I love it. Ooh, I'm crazy. But in addition, as I said, guys, what is wrong with me? But guys, as I was saying, there's links to the video description to everything I'm talking about. There's a link to Protoparadigm. There's the H2 on CMC, and then there's also the Mark II on Prusa3D.com, Prusa Research. But that heated bed is awesome. The PEI sheet is awesome. The XYZ calibration is awesome. Yeah, I love that machine. I love it. I love it. Doggy! Doggy! Nah. I hope. Yeah, I think it just kicked on the fan because it's lowering its temp down. But I think at the 20 millimeter layer height, it's supposed to kick up to 100% fan speed, I think. And then that should be right there. But also Tevo. So the Tevo Black Widow I wanted to talk about first. Tevo Black Widow is a fire hazard. They have not configured the power switch to work right. It's not properly grounded, so if sometimes it might send out an electric shock at 120 volts, and I think that will kill you. But there's also that kind of thingamabobber. I can't remember anything! Whee! Joel hasn't even replied to my tweet yet! Ouch. Nuts. But Tevo Black Widow, that's some. I unplugged myself. Plug myself back in. There we go. Yes, I plugged in headphones. What do you want from me? Okay, but in addition to the Black Widow, they also have the Tarantula. Now, Tevo has been known for their dirt cheap 3D printers. They sell dirt cheap machines, and that's why I kind of want one. I also want to get one to use on the channel. I want to do another live stream. I like the building live streams. I definitely like the building live streams. They also have the Tevo Delta. That is a huge, huge Delta machine. It's huge. It's genuinely huge. It's a huge machine. And that's one reason I want a Tevo. Tevo gives you big build volume for affordable prices. Their Tevo Tarantula is $200. The Tevo Black Widow I think is $550, and then the Tevo Delta I think is $900. And the Tevo Delta gives you a 500 tall millimeter build volume. I'm not sure what that is. I think it's like around 20 something inches. I mean, 20. Yeah. 20 something inches, somewhere around there. 20 something inches, I'm not sure. I'm not positively sure. But there's also the. Yeah, that's all that Tevo has. I'm trying to persuade my parents to get Tevo Tarantula. I'm not positively sure if that will work. But if we do get a Tevo Tarantula, you will know, because I will do a video saying it. But guys, also something important has just come along us. Today, well, yesterday, I posted my 100th video on YouTube. Yeah! But I don't even think you can see 100 because I also uploaded some unlisted videos, and those you can't see. So we're around 100. We're almost at 100 public videos. We're going to surpass a milestone, and once we surpass 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to do a giveaway. Would you like that? 1,000 subscribers get you a giveaway? That make you happy? 1,000 subscribers get you a giveaway. I would have done one at 500, 100, but I didn't feel like I had enough subscribers then. I felt like it was a stupid idea to do a 100 subscriber giveaway. Because wouldn't you be losing money then? 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to give away something. Once I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to try and coordinate with some companies to try and get something to do. But I might contact Matter Hackers. Wow. I might contact Matter Hackers, and you might win a roll of Pro PLA or a few rolls. We'll see. But guys, now that is it for the segments in today's 3D printing chat. 3D printing chat number 4. Guys, so if you want to hit up the Q&A, if anyone's even in here, let me see. No one's even in here. Alright, so since nobody is in the stream, I am gonna wrap the stream up, guys. So I'll hope you enjoyed today's 3D printing chat number 4. It was fun being here with you guys. This is what I look forward to every week. So next week I'm not going to be able to do it, as that would be on a Saturday or a Sunday, and I'm going to still be on break. So we're going to skip the next one. I leave for break tomorrow. So guys, I hope you enjoyed 3D printing chat number 4. This was fun. Even though none of you showed up, I got to speak my mind without editing it, and that's the fun part. Guys, I'll hope you enjoyed my stream. Remember, I try and do these either on Saturday or Sunday, where you will see the live stream. If in the morning if you don't see in streams coming up soon, either on Saturday past noon or Sunday past noon, that either means it's not happening. If it's not there on noon on Saturday, that means I'm not doing it that day. If you see it before noon on Sunday, I'm doing it on Sunday. It depends on how my schedule works. But there will be none next week. I'm sorry for that. The week after, though, trust me, we will have it. Now, I'm going to try, I might move 3D printing chat to at night, around like 8 o'clock, maybe. I don't know how you guys feel about that. For some time zones, it might work better. For some other time zones, it might not. But what can you do? I might be streaming at 8 o'clock at night, which is 5 o'clock in the afternoon in California, which I think is like, it's 4 o'clock in the morning for Italy, I think, somewhere around there. So, who knows? But, guys, I hope you enjoyed today. I will see you next time in the next video. That video will be coming out on Wednesday. And hope you enjoyed that video. I put that together a while ago. So I'll hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Peace out, guys.